And it strikes me that you're here today because in 2019 Boris Johnson targeted this area because he believed that there was a sentiment to get Brexit done.
Yeah.
6 years later, we heard yesterday that Labour is actually considering allowing ECJ oversight of agricultural goods. What message does that really send to what is traditional Brexit heartlands in lots of ways?
Yeah, I mean, Starmer will oversee record numbers of illegals crossing the Channel. Starmer will oversee legal migration still running at huge numbers, although the net might be a bit lower because so many people are leaving. Clearly, as far as the EU is concerned, he's creeping back in little bit by little bit by little bit. But it's bigger than that. I just don't think I don't see any malice in him or anything like that. He's a perfectly nice bloke. I just don't think when he speaks or just the way he performs, it just doesn't connect with ordinary people. Just doesn't connect.
Why do you think that is?
I probably spent too much time in North London and too much time being a lawyer. I mean, it's not an easy question to answer, but he doesn't connect. He doesn't inspire.
Because I find it interesting because so many people in this area voted for Brexit and they've backed the Conservatives in once in a generation vote to get that done.
Yeah.
And I can't help but feel they're going to absolutely punish anyone that takes them back into the EU.
Yes. I mean, what we saw yesterday with the ECJ was a sort of small little indication of where we might be going. If that trend continues and people wake up to it, they'll pay a heavy price.
And where do you see that going? Where do you see the next steps in this kind of mission creep, if you like?
Well, more and more voters will come towards us.
And you mentioned about the asylum crisis in particular. Councils have sounded the alarm over this, haven't they?
Well, they're picking up some of the tab.
Well, that's what I wanted to.
I mean, if you look at the interpretation bills for councils, hundreds of thousands a year in some cases, and they also pick up some of the asylum costs as well. So it's a heck of an issue.